Hello friends, welcome into episode 2 of Reminiscing with Shady. This gameplay I have here for you is one of my all-time favorite and most played games. I played this game for hours and hours on end. We've got Crash Bandicoot for you guys, made by Naughty Dog with their old-fashioned intro right there, bringing back some old school memories for me. So let's get into it here. So the Crash Bandicoot was released on August 31st, 1996, originally for the PlayStation 1. It has been re-released 4 times. In 1997, it was released as part of a Sony multi-pack. It was re-released as a double pack in 2001 for PlayStation 2. It was re-released again for a multi-pack for PlayStation 3. And it was finally re-released in the PlayStation Store as a PS1 Classic downloadable. So, also should be noted that Crash Bandicoot was one of the top-selling PlayStation video games of all time. So that's kind of a fun little note. And so, about my experiences with Crash Bandicoot, as you will see with many of the games that I will be featuring during the series, I have not played this in a long time. I had the game in, I think, 97, 90, late 96, probably early 97. I got my PlayStation when I was 7 years old, for the Christmas between my 7th and 8th birthdays. So this would have been about a year before my parents got divorced. Just to kind of set the time frame for you guys. I had, before this, I had not had a system. I had played with my cousins on Sonic and a couple other games. But when I originally got this, it was attached to an old turnstile TV where it only had like 13 channels, and to hook up my PlayStation required a special adapter, and you had to do all this weird funky stuff to it to get it to work properly, and there were frayed wires all over the place. And actually my mom kept it in my parents' room because she didn't want me to play it too much, but as we all know, that didn't really work out too well, and I played it quite a bit. And then when my parents got divorced, my mom moved the TV into my room, and I had that TV until I was like 13, and it was an old black Magnavox TV, and I played it on that some too, back when I still had my PlayStation. When I kept my PlayStation for a long time. So why I like this game? I like this game for a ton of reasons, to be honest. It was really different. You got a bunch of different kind of, you had bosses, you had climbing levels, you had levels where you were being chased, levels where you had to run away from something, all kinds of different obstacles and features, like the witch doctor guy here that's floating beside me. If you get 3 of those things, you become virtually like indestructible, as I for the second time do it right here. And that's just something that, you know, I missed, and I loved when I came back to this game, and I actually beat it, because I own it now. I paid I think it was like $4 on the PlayStation Network store, and I beat it, and I had the most fun time doing it. I actually originally, kind of funny story, I didn't actually beat the game when I was a kid. I got to the rolling level, and I had a lot of trouble with that level, especially when I was really young, like 7-ish, and I never could beat it. So what I had to do then was I would just restart the game, and that's what I ended up doing a couple times. And eventually I got old enough to where I could figure it out, and I got to the wall level a couple times, and then after that it was a lot of fun, and I loved it. And so that's my experiences with the game. I remember very vividly one experience with my friend TJ, who I was best friends with until about 2nd grade when he moved away. You know, we were playing this game, I don't know, it was like, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning, which was really late for me back then, as we go to a bonus round right now. And like just how like this Tanya person was like my first foray into like figuring out what beautiful women were, because I was 8 years old. I had no idea what the hell was going on. So yeah, this game is you know, a very interesting game. It's different, like I said, and I really appreciate my parents and them buying me a PlayStation when I was 7. And my mom claims to think that I asked for a PlayStation. I don't remember this, but it's probably true. So yeah. I also should probably mention that this was the game that got me into, I guess, GameStop, and at the time it was Electronics Boutique, and because this was the first ever game that I traded in, actually, and I think I got like $2 for it back then, and it was nuts. And I can remember when I first bought my PlayStation 2, being like, $50 for a game? Are you serious? This is ridiculous. And now we pay, you know, $65, and then if you get like an extra edition or whatever, it's, you know, a whole big bunch more. But I'm very fond of this game. This game, for some weird reason, and this level right here, this ball level, this is the level I'm talking about when I say that, you know, took me forever to beat, because this giant ball chases your ass, and you got to be damn near perfect on these jumps, so you don't slow down. And luckily you get like a couple breaks, and I'm kind of pro at this level now. But it was 7-year-old version of me cried a couple times over this level and how much pain and suffering it caused, because I would stop right there thinking that the thing would be fine, but it wouldn't. And I would get caught up on those fences quite a bit too. And then here's the checkpoint, and I always like to stop here for a second and take my breath before I move on. And then here comes the tough ones, because there's one up here that moves. I think it's this set right coming up here. I think it's the next set. I don't know. But it moved, and I failed on that when I originally played this a couple times, and I almost failed right there because I got caught on that box. But I hope you guys have certainly enjoyed, as I get smashed right there. I hope you guys have certainly enjoyed this this gameplay. I absolutely, again, I adore this thing. If you've never played it, I definitely recommend picking it up. It's like $5 on the PlayStation Store. If you don't have a PlayStation, I'm sure there's people that are much smarter than me with computer skills that can do things that are magical and mystical and wonderful and wholly awesome, that can let you play this on your PC. I'm sure that there is some way. I mean, Sony, the way I know that Sony works, and I'm sure it's a functionality. But again, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I finally destroyed the ball level. So thanks, guys, and this has been episode 2 of Reminiscing with Shady, Crash Bandicoot, one of my all-time favorite games.